position yourself. So what is your message going to be? Are you going to be able to say Mike Jacobs has done this bad, or what am I going to do good?
It's a little bit of both. I feel it's very important to run a positive campaign because, you know, that's why politics has become so unpleasant. That's why it's so hard to get your friends to come out to a political event, because anybody with any amount of sense just wants to stay far away from it, and that's kind of how we've gotten in the mess we're in.
It's like you got a lot of crazy people who decided to show up.
Absolutely. So there is going to have to be a little bit of showing the contrast. Fortunately, Mike has made that pretty easy by doing some of the things I've mentioned. He's made people very upset. You know, right here in the city of Brookhaven, he thwarted the will of a lot of people here in Brookhaven by pushing through the city in a way that was not democratic. It was not respectful of everyone's views, and in fact, it sort of enriched a bunch of cronies. There's no other way to put it. No. And the first year, and the first year of Brookhaven has shown that.
He's trying to shut down the pink pony, for God's sake. That's why. Shooting.
Exactly. You can read about that. I did do an article for the Brookhaven Post, a letter to the editor about the pink pony, if anyone's interested in history on that.
That was an amazing letter, by the way.
Thank you. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be pointing to the contrast in our position. You know, Mike Jacobs believes in regionalism. He believes in giving our power to unaccountable bureaucrats. He believes in cronyism. He believes in basically what I call welfare for lawyers, where you have a bunch of appointed positions where the only thing you're really doing is making money off of what the problems that other lawyers are causing. It's very cozy, but it doesn't help the people, and it's how we have sort of built up this big government where a lot of people don't even notice it. It just has become the status quo, and it seems normal to them. And we seem like the extremists for coming out and saying, well, maybe we don't need to be spending $500,000 on legal fees because of an argument we're having over a border with a bunch of other lawyers. So I am a lawyer. Most of you know that. And so again, it's just like saying, government is terrible. Help me be in government. Lawyers are terrible. Elect me, a lawyer. But really, it's my experience as a lawyer that has allowed me to sort of apprehend what's actually going on in these situations, and it has put me in a position where I feel like I can effectively criticize and point out the problems that they're causing. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Actually, Mike has already said that this race is going to be about competing visions for the state of Georgia, and on that, I completely agree with him. You have two visions of the state of Georgia. One, a big government bureaucracy where cronies and friends are the ones who get all the special treatment and favors, and one that is as it was actually envisioned, where limited government and freedom are the dominating principles of our community, and government exists to facilitate cooperation among citizens, not to facilitate people imposing their will on each other just because they can get 51%, or in the case of regionalism and other bureaucracies, they don't even have to get that. And that is what we are fighting against.
I'm really angry that he's trying to shut down the pink pony because that's where my bachelor party was.
Well, and it's not about the pink pony. You know, they're going to try to...
Jacobs!
The point I want to make is that these people play dirty. I have been warned multiple times about the people managing his campaign, and already the mayor of Brookhaven has made some nasty comments to me about saying, oh, well, maybe you do want a strip club on your street. The mayor said that to me at city council. I don't know what he was trying to suggest, but it was definitely a very unprofessional interaction with the citizen. And so we're going to be up against some people who are fighting dirty, and they will probably try to paint us as, oh, well, you're just pro-strip clubs. We're pro-business. We're pro-freedom. If somebody wants to start a peaceful business that employs, you know, hundreds of people in the community, we don't take that away from them, whether it's by eminent domain or civil forfeiture or passing an ordinance against it. You know, private property rights are a critical foundation of our republic. And so that's what it's about. Not just the pink pony, but all business.
Private parts. Property rights.
I mean, the pink pony's great.
I thought so.
How long ago was that?
Oh my goodness.
A long time ago.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Charles. I really appreciate it.
You were at the Capitol the other day. Did you get to test the waters and kind of get a feel about your candidacy?
I spoke to a few people at the Capitol. As you can imagine, you know, Mike Jacobs is a big supporter of our governor. He likes to post about what a great job Nathan Deal is doing. There's a lot of folks there who are not excited to have me running, and you know, that's to be expected.
Ça
But
va.
yeah, they're not who I'm worried about. I'm worried about the people here in Georgia, in House District 80, and throughout the state who deserve better representation than what we're getting now. Well,
Let's raise our glasses to Catherine.
thank you all.
Here, here.
Thank you. And just one more announcement. We do have the lovely and talented Lisa Fleming who is offering chair massages for $1 a minute. That donation does go to our campaign. Even if it was going to someone else's campaign, I would still recommend you get one because she is fantastic. So just stop on in the office if you would like to do that. And please, we would, you know, I'm so happy to have my family here down from Virginia and my husband being patient and tolerant as usual. So please, I love hanging out with wonderful, liberty-minded people, and thank you all so much for taking time out of your Saturday to be here.